tree. Wow, son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get us here, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Yeah, went full drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Duffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get so. Son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get us there, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Had a load of fun on my parents' couch, tried to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more. Kick that girl out in the street. Next time I'll be more discreet. Wild son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet.
You ain't never been in Skate Town.
Kilo Ali Flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, the third of three on this Wild Card Sunday. It's our visitors and the Baltimore Ravens. With my partner Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he goes all the way for the touchdown. Fireworks to start this night with an opening kickoff return for 6. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. But you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff in the game. It's a dream start, as you said. And, man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
1960 average. Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Michael Mayer, the tight end, was targeted with that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Back to throw. He's got a receiver wide open. Left side. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
They'll go again with Johnson. Oh, yeah. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
18 Rebels, 7 Pirates, 79 Bronx. Nice. Get it.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's caught. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll look to throw. That one. Touchdown, Ravens.
And we've seen this offense play at such a high level all season, Mike. There's no reason to expect anything different here in the playoffs, and now they can continue to let this crowd get into the game, turn the game over to their defense, let them play with the lead at home with the home crowd, and you're feeling really good about how the rest of this game can play out.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
It's a loss of 2.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Brady looking to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass ball is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and long. To throw, it's Brady. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. Off the play fake, here's Brady. Exit it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If if you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Brady set to throw. That's out wide to Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Let's go now. 79.
On 3rd down, it's Brady. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Ready? Panther 11. Panther 11. Get up. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Flush to his right. He runs with it, and he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 1.
Let's go. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Man open is Jones. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Jalen Darden now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37.
First at the 37, it's 1st and 10. A give. Here's Johnson. Not much happening there. Just a short game. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, Mustang 18, 5, Panther 60, Panther.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
60 Maverick, Buffalo 18, Cap 60, 60 Bobcat, 6.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Raven 1st down. He'll look to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll look to throw again. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Touchdown, Ravens. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Greg. First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have got to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Brady to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the 1st down with that one. Now Brady. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, here's Brady. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, London.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So back to level after after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now he'll run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That luck good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
36-yard line.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket. Because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10.
Come on, come on.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And look out there. Upended at the line of scrimmage.
37-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9.
19 Lions. 6 Cuddy.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 27.
A gain there of 27 yards.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense you start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Throwing now on first and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Now give on the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here first and 10.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw is Brady. Quick throw taken in.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On second down, they'll run. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Now a timeout, Chargers here. That's their second, as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. They'll have to go the full 10 yards with first and goal. Here's Brady. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
That is caught. The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get it?
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Chargers.
Touchdown, London.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Come on.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he is out of bounds at the 45. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Trap 50, trap 50. Here we go. Trap, go.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
At this point on the sideline, like, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last two drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Out to his right. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
Hawk 70. 18.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted game.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down. On the handoff, it's Johnson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off from their execution. And
he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them.
And the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz plan for this fourth down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
First and goal.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a
dive, and he's in. Touchdown, London.
Touchdown, London.
Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Warriors 70. Go.
To the air now on first and 10. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Escaping the danger, throwing, and completed. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's two nice plays to begin this drive. First and 10 now from the 36. Now it's Johnson. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Finding his tight end, man. 15 yards through the air. First down, Baltimore.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
He'll try to do it with the screen, and he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off, unable to cut any further into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
To throw, it's Brady. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play. And the Chargers have the first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Brady set to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
This is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Quick throw here is complete. One of the Ravens has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
That is on the 6-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Mustang Knights, Panther 11. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Open space inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown Chargers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Pioneer! Come on. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
18 Rattlers.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go!
Now they'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
He's got the tight end man. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 41 yards.
First down.
Bronco leading.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Steady.
Back to the air one more time. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
79 Broncos. 70. 70 Lions. Ready, right?
They'll look to throw again. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
Well, it's no secret to anybody who follows this league. This is one of the elite playmakers in the entire NFL. So he put one high, thinking his guy would go up there and get it. We've seen him do it so many times before, but just puts a little too much on it and ends up sailing over his head. I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
And he's going to be out of bounds, up past the 20. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Brady to throw. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Dragon 60. 18, 60 Maverick, 6 Cougar 19.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it, and they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
It's now second and 19 at the 47.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
79 19 light. Here we go. Top 60. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Throwing now from the gun. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. All 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
He'll look to throw. Forced to his right. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
He's going to take a shot down the field. That is good. What a throw. Michael Mayer. Touchdown, Ravens. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, Am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
Ready. Out of the gun. He'll throw. And that is incomplete. Well done by the defense. And this is going to stay a 2-possession game.
33.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Brady looking to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 12 then. It's good for a Charger first down.
70 Lions.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Okay, ready. Here we go, set.
To throw is Brady. Quickly to the outside and complete. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down. Up the middle they go. And a good tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of just 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. And you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air. And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Here we go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing by this amount. It just feels like, why not, right? Just continue to test this defense, see if you can get something going in the downfield passing game. And nice job by the secondary, understanding what's coming, understanding the offense. They really have nothing to lose.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at
Panther
the
11,
39-yard line.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Back to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to...
He works free. Right side. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The decision is made. The offense will stay out there. Go for two.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision darted loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. He fields it at the 8. Past midfield. And he will not make it the distance. Little fireworks on the final play of this one.